Let's move on. Dallas and Minnesota. Would you
Yeah.
like to start us off?
Yeah,
Enemies of the pod versus friends of the pod?
it's really great to see an expansion team in the playoffs in their first year.
Correct. And that high up, too.
I know. What a fantastic year it's been for FC Dallas.
Big ups to loss.
Yeah, they've done some great things this year. And I'm gonna ride the wave and say that they're gonna keep doing great things because I think they're knocking out Minnesota and going to the next round. I like I like the veteran-ish nature of their attack. It's kind of weird to, I guess, consider Jesus Ferreira kind of like a veteran, but I almost do kind of consider him in that way. I feel like he's been strong in this league for a while now, and he can link up with Paul Arriola. And I know that Velasco is obviously new, but I think he could be a really good spark for them, a difference maker. Um, and I just think Dallas is, I think they've had a very consistent, I would say consistently good season. And I think, oh, I also, as much as this might be like a meme too, also, I don't know. Yeah, as much as this might be a meme too, Special and Jet could be a good piece for them in the playoffs as well.
That's not a
Um,
meme. That's a good shout.
yeah, I mean this team has a lot of, I think, really good like veteran guys in here, like Hedges as well. Uh, I like their team on paper. I don't think they're the strongest team in the playoffs, but I think that they have enough to get by Minnesota, who I feel like was a bit more rocky this year in turn when compared with Dallas. Like to like tack on a little bit to what you had said before, Dallas is a much better team at finding ways to not lose games, whereas Minnesota had 14 losses this year, which is a
Right.
lot. It was the most out of all playoff teams. So I
Right.
give the nod to Dallas.
I agree with you. I'm also putting Dallas through. One of the main reasons is we talk about form going into playoffs being a massive, massive decider of how well you do. Um, Minnesota, when they needed just a few wins to clinch, went 1-1-5 in their last 7 games. They needed to win they got themselves to win on the last day to get in. And if they lost that game, they would have been out. Dallas, on the other hand, have a fantastic attack with going to Qatar, Jesus Ferreira, going to Qatar, Paul Arriola, going to Qatar, Sebastian Lletget. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yikes. Um,
Stop it.
Alan Velasco has been a great addition. Matt Hedges, obviously strong in the back with Martinez. Martin Paes, fantastic. The trade Ryan Hollingshead for Marco Farfan has worked out brilliantly. Paxton Pomykal working great with Sebastian Lletget, doing backwards passes. Um, and then we get to that point where most of these people aren't actually real. Um, so they've got a really good like 8 man. I could even say it with straight face. Um, Listen, they're one of the things that I really like about them is that they have conceded the least amount of goals in the West. Um, that's something that you can't sneeze at in a Western Conference. It's relatively strong in terms of attacking talent. Um, Really, really love that about them. I'm big on the defensive end of the ball. 10-3-4 at home. They're the second best home team in the league, um, or rather in the conference, I should say. Um, yeah, there's just a lot of things that line up for these guys in their favor. And obviously, they're not enemies of the pod, so they're easy to go through.
Fair enough.